everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a different situation going on. I got a new setup. So I got a new desk and I got a little plant and a little candle, and I also got 3 little cactuses over here which are super cute but you can't see them. And I have like my light set up and I got a new chair and stuff, but I really wanted to like change up my filming like area or whatever. So at the minute I have like a blank wall, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put on it and stuff, but that will happen gradually. But for now this is going to be my new setup, and I actually really like it because it's chill. I have loads of room. I'm going to film with my desk in the background when I'm doing like chatty videos or videos like this, or tags or stuff where I'm not doing makeup or I don't need like a table in front of me. And then for my makeup videos and stuff I will bring my table in front of me. So that's why I have to figure out what to do with the background, because when I move the table forward the background will be like completely blank. But I'll figure it out, so don't worry. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. Another one. It's been a while since I did one actually. I think it's been like over a month. And I just really fancy doing another one. So I have a few questions. Some questions I got from my last Q&A that I didn't get them before I filmed. So these are the questions I missed from the last time round. So I'm going to answer these now. And then I also have like a few random questions thrown in. So yeah, it'll just be like a mix of questions and we'll see how we go. So the first question I got was, are you a cookie or donut lover? And I have to say I'm a donut lover because I do like cookies. I love Maryland cookies. They're like the best. But I don't like fresh cookies. Like, you know, the ones you get in like M&S and like Tesco's and stuff. I just don't like them. And I don't know why. I don't like the smell of them. I don't like when they're still chewy. I don't know. I just really don't like them like that. And like that's why some people like love them. And they like when you make them at home and they're still like warm and stuff. I just really don't like that, which is weird, but I'm just not a fan of it. But I do love Maryland cookies. But if I had to pick between cookies and donuts, I would pick donuts. My favourite donuts are like Krispy Kreme, but you can't get them here, so which is probably a good thing because then I would have a lot of donuts. But we don't have them, so I can't have them. But Krispy Kremes are definitely unbelievable. And I also, a couple of weeks ago, I was in Dundrum and they've opened like a new donut like place. What's it called? I think it's called Offbeat or something. But yeah, that's just after opening. And I got a cookie, no not a cookie, a donut from in there. It was Nutella and it had like Nutella on the top, but the middle was full of Nutella. Oh my god, it was so good. It was like one of the best donuts I've ever had. So if you're a donut lover, check out there because it's really, really, really good. I'm not sure if that's the only one that's in Dublin or if there's some other places, but that was just the one I was in and it was amazing. So my next question is, what is your go-to concealer? And I'm gonna have to say the Collection Last Imperfection concealer because that's the best concealer that I think I've ever used. I'm using the Catrice one at the minute, but I've noticed not only does it not last that long, like the product itself, like it runs out so quickly, but it's actually quite drying on my skin, and I've only noticed that like the last couple of times I've used it. Because one of the days I put it under my eyes, but then I put it on my nose too, and I noticed that my nose looked so dry, and like it kind of took off my foundation as well, which I really didn't like. The only thing I do like about it is that the colour is really, really, really light and it's a really good colour. But if I had to pick like between all my concealers, I would pick the Collection Last Imperfection one, and it's so cheap as well. And you can get it like in Boots and like in so many different places. And it's just, it really is the best one that I've tried. So I'd have to say that one. The next question I got was any tips for people just starting to use makeup. So I would probably say that you don't have to spend that much money straight away. Like, if you're only starting out, like, you need to figure out what you like before you go spending like crazy money. So like, you need to figure out what kind of foundations that you like. So like, if you like matte or dewy, it's easier to get testers from places than going out and buying stuff, especially if you're going to be buying expensive stuff. So like MAC foundations or Smashbox foundations or Benefit or anything like that. Like, try and get a sample of it before you buy it so you know what you're looking for. And also, if they do like colour matching, like a service, like definitely take advantage of it, because that'll help you out a lot. When it comes to drugstore, you can't really get samples and you can't really get a lot of help sometimes, but if you can figure out on your own like what undertone you are, so like pink or yellow or cool or warm or whatever, if you can figure out that much, then you have a better idea of how you'd be able to find the stuff that matches you. And I would say look up online, because a lot of places or a lot of like people do comparisons. So if you go into MAC and they like colour match you as like NC25, if you go online and put in like MAC NC25 in L'Oreal or something, 9 times out of 10 like a list of foundations from L'Oreal that are similar colours will come up. So that's definitely like a good guide. I know there's some websites as well that like compare foundations, so you can put in a shade. If you know your shade in one foundation, you can put it in and it'll give you what shades you'd be in other foundations. So maybe try that out too. In terms of like eyeshadows and stuff, I don't really know what to tell you about that. 9 times out of 10 you'll know what you like, so go with that. It's really good to invest in like makeup and palettes and stuff, especially eyeshadow palettes. So if there's a palette that you really want and you think you'd really get the use out of it, then I think you should get it. Obviously if there's like a cheaper alternative, or like the Morphe palettes and stuff like that, they're good value as well, but some of the shadows in it are hard to work with and hard to blend, so you don't want to be trying to work with that when you're only starting out in makeup, because it can be a lot more difficult and it can be kind of off-putting as well. So just try and figure out like the shadows or the shades that you like. You could also get like an Inglot Flexi palette and pick out the exact colours that you want and then put them into the Flexi palette, which I think is a really good idea, because then you're getting the exact colours that you want and you're making your own palette. So that's another thing I would recommend. In terms of like lipsticks or lip liners and stuff, I love the Pennies lip liners, and as well as that I love the Pennies brushes. So if you're only getting into makeup and you're looking for like to try out some brushes, I would really recommend the Pennies brushes. Like, brushes are also a good investment because they last for so long if you take care of them and if you have good quality ones. Although I will say I have had some of the Pennies ones for like a year or 2 years now at this stage, and they're perfect still. So definitely like get a few basic brushes. Even the Real Techniques ones, they're also like really cheap, and some of them I've literally had for like 4 or 5 years and I still use them every single day. So just kind of like look into that sort of stuff. And then in terms of like eyeliner and stuff, it's all about practice. I would say like even if you're not going anywhere or you have like no other makeup on, you can still practice winged liner. Just practice just makes perfect, and that's all I can say. Even if it means not having any other makeup on and just doing your eye makeup, or just doing a wing, or just like outlining your lips or doing a lip or something. Like, doing little things like that will just give you more confidence, and at the end of the day you can rub it off and then it's gone. So like, don't get caught up too much on like being perfect at everything, because practice and practice will just help you get better. So my next question is, if you could only bring one makeup item to a desert island, what would it be? And I've thought about this like a lot, and if I was able to bring one makeup item and one skincare item, then I would be sorted, because for skincare I would definitely bring a face moisturizer with SPF. That is 100% what I'd bring. So that technically isn't even a makeup item, so that's what I'm going to bring on my skincare side. And then for my makeup item, I'm going to bring a brown liquid liner, kind of like a liquid liner in a pot, like the ones that are liquid liners but they have brushes, not like a gel pot, but like even the pens that have a brush. That's what I'm going to bring. Not a felt pen and not a pot with a brush liquid liner in brown, because you can do so much with brown liquid liner. You could run the brush through your lashes and you'll have mascara. That's why it can't be a felt tip, because that wouldn't work as well. But you could run it through your eyelashes to give it like a mascara look. You could do liquid liner. You could run it through your brows, either with the pen, with the like brush part to like fill them in, or you could just run the brush over the hairs and that would also fill them in. Or you could use it as lips, as a brown lip liner and lipstick. And I just think it's like the most multi-use product that you could bring. And if you wanted to, you could also use it to do like paint on your face, so like warrior stripes or something like that, to get a bit of camouflage going on if you were in a hurry or if you needed it. I just think brown liquid liner is the best thing that you could bring. Because if you bring brown, or if you bring black, you can't do your brows, can't really do your lips. I think brown is like the perfect in between, and it's just the best product to bring because it's so multi-use. So that's what I'd bring. And then my moisturiser with SPF. So my next couple of questions are actually from a list of 32 random questions to answer in your YouTube videos. So I'm just going to pick a couple and answer them. So question 13 is, what do you dip a chicken nugget in? And it kind of depends. See, it kind of depends on what I'm fancying. Sometimes I'll dip it in ketchup, or sometimes I'll dip it in Heinz barbecue sweet and sticky sauce. Oh my god, if you haven't tried that, definitely try it. It's so good, and it is so good on pizza, especially if you get like pizza with a barbecue base, but even pizza with a tomato base and the barbecue sauce on top of it, it is so good. Like so good. Do you sing in the car? Yes. Yes, I sing in the car, and I sing out so loudly. See, my car doesn't have a like an aux cable to be able to play music from my phone, so I actually have a speaker that I bring in the car and that connects to my phone, which is handy because then like if someone rings me or anything, it just automatically it has like a button on it that just automatically answers, and then I can like talk even though you're not supposed to, but at least I'm not like holding my phone and on it. So I have my speaker in the car, and then I just play my Spotify playlists, and I could sing like really loudly. My favourite playlist when I'm driving is the Cheesy Hits playlist, because it has like such a good mixture of songs and like the randomest stuff from like really old to like, well, it doesn't actually have a lot of new stuff on it, but it just has like a really good mix of songs that you know, like if not all, like majority of the words to. So yeah, I do sing in the car, either to the radio if it's good, but if I'm going on like a long journey, I'll definitely play music, because you'll either lose your radio signal or there'll just be like too much talking sometimes, and I'm just not into that. So yeah, I do sing in the car, and it is very loud, and I don't really care because it's just me, and the people around me are normally looking into the car like, what is going on? Next question is, what's your favourite candle scent? It depends on the time of year. All year round, I love, like my favourite Yankee candle of all time is Midsummer's Night Dream. It's like a dark navy and it kind of has like silver in it. Oh my god, it is amazing. It smells like men's aftershave, but I absolutely love it. I think it's such a nice smell. It's not like really like fruity, or it's not fruity at all, or like floral or anything. It's just really like musky and like woody or something, but I absolutely love it. That's like my favourite candle of all time. And then like coming into this time of year, I love like anything cinnamon. So like there's a cinnamon stick Yankee candle and that is amazing. And the black cherry one is really amazing too. I just love anything that smells like really warm and cozy around like the coming months. I think they're like amazing. And I also really like this candle. This is, oh, it's like not on it now. It's an occasions candle. It doesn't say it. It just says congratulations on it, crack open the bubbly, and I got it for when I graduated college. But it smells really nice. It smells like fresh, not fruity or not floral or anything. Just like fresh and clean, and I actually really like it. It doesn't have any notes or I would read them to you. It just has ingredients. Yeah, but that's a really good candle. So the next question, I actually really like this question. It says, you're a new addition to the crayon box. What colour would you be and why? And I think I would be like a really like dark red, just because I love red, to be honest, and like I love like darker colours. It'd probably be like a burgundy, like dark red. I think that would be like my colour, even though amber is a colour, but to be honest, not a fan of the colour of it. It's like a, if you don't know it, it's like a yellowy orangey colour. Not really a fan, but if I was a colour, I think it would be like a dark red, because it's quite a wintry colour and I was born in the winter and winter's my favourite time. So yeah, I think it'd be like a dark red, like a deep red. So the next question is, have you ever broken a bone? And yes, actually, I have broken my finger and my toe. My toe I just tripped over the curb and it broke, but my finger was like an incident and a half. I was swinging on the gate in my old house, not like my home house, like my old home house, and I was swinging on the gate and I had like my hand around the gate, and I don't know why, but I must have had it like this, but my finger was like, this finger was like lower than all the rest or something, but I swung it, and we used to have like pillars and they had like the stones like pressed into them, and I swung and my finger got like trapped between the gate and the wall, and like the stones like went in, and I actually have a scar. I don't know that you'll be able to see. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a weird shape. But yeah, caught my finger in the gate and I went into hospital and it was bleeding, and they kept like sticking, you know, the like sticky stitches, like the strips, they kept sticking them on and they kept like popping back off because there was too much blood, and I was just like, what is going on? And then my aunt Mary, she does like aromatherapy and stuff, and she does like massage and stuff, and she used to give me like all oils and stuff if like there was something wrong and stuff. So I was in there and I was only young. I think it was just before I started, it was like 2 or 3 days before I started senior infants, so I must have only been like 5 or 6, and I just said to the lady, I was like, my auntie has an oil that'd fix this, and she was just like, no. But I like, every time we talk about it, my mom always says like, and then you said, oh, my auntie has an oil that would fix this, and everyone was just like, oh god. But it really hurt. I remember it really hurt. And then they had to like stitch it up, and then I had to have it in a sling, and then I literally just started school like 2 or 3 days later, and I just kept taking it out of the sling to write because obviously I'm right-handed, but they had these two like taped together, so I could only write with like these hands, and they kept like telling me to put back into the sling, but I wasn't having any of it. And I think it's so weird that I only have broken 2 bones, because I'm like the clumsiest person ever, especially when I was a child. Oh my god. I cut like into the top of my finger one time as well when I was cutting an orange. I like was cutting and I was holding it and it like cut into the top of my finger. And then I fell off my roller skates And then we moved into the new house, and well, we hadn't moved in. We just like were like coming and going because it was only being built. So it was all like sawdust and all, like there was no floors, there was no anything. And I went in and I went to run up the stairs and I slipped on the stairs because they were all sawdust, and I like cracked my knee. It was so painful. I actually have like a massive bruise on my knee right now because I walked into the corner of the door, and then last week I caught my finger in the door and broke my nail. I'm useless. I'm like the clumsiest person you will ever meet. If there's a way I can fall or hurt myself, 9 times out of 10 it will happen. So I'm going to end the video on that positive note about myself. I hope you like this video. Hope you like my new background. I really like it. I'm going to figure out something for the wall, and then I'll really like it, because at the minute I think it's a bit plain. But it is a step up, and at least I have all the room now to like film and do everything that I need to do. So yeah, I'm going to go. I will see you on the next one. I actually filmed this makeup look, which is the next video that you're going to see. So that will be up. I don't see, I'm pre-recording now, so I have no idea. So I have no idea when it will be up, but it will be the next video that will go up. So if it's Saturday, it will be up on Wednesday, and if it's Wednesday, it will be up on Saturday. So yeah, so please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you want to subscribe, you can click here, and if you want to watch my latest video, you can click here. So I will see you on the next one, and have a good one.